theater lady. All right.
Here we go. Hey, welcome back to Film Juice. I'm Mike,
Woo!
and that's John wooing,
It's been so long.
and it's been a while, and we're gonna do a little preview of these upcoming releases.
Yeah, and there's so much stuff coming out this year, and I was browsing a little bit through these releases, and yeah, a lot of them are going to be coming up here in September. Some of them next month, and I wanted to take a look at a few that don't have a date yet, but they are set to release this year.
Is that Matilda?
That is Matilda. Let's see. Let's check that one out. This is the Steelbook too.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
this
wow.
movie
That
freaked
looks
me
great.
out.
It made me nervous. It was like a kid's version of Carrie.
Poor little girl. I heard she's like one of
I
those
actually
child stars that.
I know somebody that went to college with her.
Well, when were they like friends and everything?
Yeah.
So what did
This
she
was years
say?
ago. She was fine.
Oh, that's good.
Like she went to acting school and stuff.
I had a little crush on her too, though. It's a little boy. I was like, Matilda,
Yeah,
you're mine.
yeah, my Tilda.
You're my Tilda. And is that Danny DeVito
Yeah,
back there?
yeah. Danny DeVito narrates it and is also the father, which is confusing during the movie. He's got a very nice voice for narrating, but he's also playing the horrible father.
That's confusing. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember this lady over here, this pretty lady. It was
Oh, Miss Honey.
that was her name.
Yeah, Miss Honey.
Yeah, like there was such a good contrast though between her and the principal. Like the principal was just so ugly and
Well,
mean and
there was like
big.
a whole back. There's a whole background between them, and I feel like the
Oh
teacher may have
yeah,
suffered some abuse at the hands of that principal. What's her name? Miss Gulch.
I don't remember, but that's right. There was an
There
abuse
was a
scene.
there was a history that they didn't
Yeah,
really touch on in the movie, but I kind of implied it.
that's right. It was such a yeah. It's very heavy
I
emotionally, right? Like
Yeah. I read the book when I was in like sixth grade, and it was just as good. The movie's pretty a pretty good
accurate.
adaptation of the book. Yeah, pretty accurate. Um, and it's a solid movie, and it's it's a very for its time, it felt very 80s. Like kind of like this escapist kind of child empowerment um story about how, you know, the adults suck.
In '96 when it came out, it looks like
Yeah, it
from
was about
Sony
it was in that Nickelodeon era,
and
kid
TriStar.
kid power. Yeah, her family sucks in that movie, dude. It's disgusting.
And she had
Um,
telepathic powers.
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Forgot
That
about
it
that.
was like a Carrie,
Yeah, okay. I
but
get it. Yeah.
like a little kid,
and the and minus
which
the
is
blood.
minus the blood and the prom dress and um
This is this is this is Carrie the prequel.
yeah, it's a prequel to Carrie.
Oh my gosh.
So they got some good features. Matilda's Movie
Yeah.
Magic, commentary with Danny DeVito. Oh, that's good. Um, A Children's Guide to Good Manners. Was that a book in the movie?
Uh It sounds like it would be.
My movie about making Matilda by Mara Wilson. I wonder if that's like recent. When is this coming out? September, you said?
I want to say this one is a September release. Let's see. Yep, September 5th,
Oh yeah, yeah.
23.
Cool. I mean, I want to get that. I'm looking to get a new TV pretty soon. I'm still on
Side.
it's a lame flat screen.
On the LCD.
Yeah,
Let's
horrible LCD that's breaking gradually.
see. What else we got here?
What else we got? Ferris Bueller or Toxic Avenger?
This is the collection here.
Oh, it's got all of them.
It says it's an 8-disc collector's
Holy
edition
crap.
box set. What does it have? Toxic
He was
Avenger, unrated director's cut, and Toxic Avenger Part 2, Part 3,
and part three.
the
Okay,
last temptation of Toxie.
and then Citizen Toxie. I've seen a bit of each of these movies as a kid, and I think my parents turned them off. Because it's just disgusting. This was what's his name? James Gunn's huge inspiration. Who's the director?
Lloyd Kaufman
Lloyd Kaufman.
and
Yeah,
Michael
he
Hertz.
Lloyd Kaufman is known for making these trauma movies, which are just tasteless and but they're very unique.
So is this you said horror movies?
It's like a comedy gross out. It's kind of fit for its era of like that early everything had slime pouring out of it in the early 90s.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like a I think I think the story is a janitor becomes the Toxic Avenger by some chemical accident. Um, I haven't seen them in so long, but this looks like a pretty good collection.
His face looks like the guy from the Goonies.
Yeah, Sloth. Yeah,
Oh, look, Stan Lee had a comment on it. The Toxic Avenger has found his rightful place in cinematic history alongside such characters as Spidey, Jerry Lewis, and Darth Vader.
that's
What?
a pretty bold statement. Jerry Lewis and Darth Vader. I mean, I guess
It's kind of
they
weird
are
that Jerry
classics,
Lewis
even
is in
named.
there. Yeah,
Uh,
because that's a real
um,
person, isn't it? Jerry Lewis.
yeah, Jerry Lewis
Yeah.
was an actor. Um, he was the Nutty Professor. 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 Indy. I've been watching too much Last Crusade.
New
Um,
professor.
Nutty Professor. Um, yeah, Jerry Lewis is an iconic actor from like the 50s. Um, he was the original Nutty Professor, and also what's that Flubber? He was the original. He was in the original Flubber.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I don't care. Swamp Thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then this one's coming out in August 29th. So right there.
Oh, cool. A couple of months.
Let's see.
$100. I mean, it has a lot of features,
Yeah, that one's $100.
and it's 4K. I guess. Prologue by director Lloyd Kaufman. Introduction by director Lloyd Kaufman. Prologue by director Lloyd Kaufman. Introduction by director Lloyd Kaufman. They obviously invested a lot of money in making this.
Yeah, I was gonna
Um,
say it looks like at least the first one has HDR, or yeah, no, it looks like all of them do. So, and it says a
No,
4K
this
scan and restoration from the film's original camera negatives.
I'm sure it's very disgusting. There was an animated series that I'm more familiar with, and it was just like him with a mop.
I know it can be up to like $500,000 from at least reviewers and stuff that I've uh, follow and stuff on YouTube and whatnot,
Mhm.
uh, to restore like a movie from the original negative and then in 4K, like just one movie can cost up to that much. And then with
Wow.
HDR, it looks like the stereo is, I mean, the audio has been left alone. It's just
Mhm.
2.0, which is probably the original,
Oh,
audio.
okay. Maybe they couldn't
So
do anything about that.
they can actually they can like go and redo that too, but that's like that's upwards of like $500,000 to do that too.
Wow. So this
Yeah.
is a multi-million-dollar project of 4 restorations.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I guess
crazy.
I guess it's worth $100 if you're a big fan of it, or if you have, like, some nostalgia or curiosity, just
Yeah, this one comes with it shows here too. There's I'm surprised there isn't maybe a little bit more, but it comes with a postcard. It's kind of like a
Oh,
throw in.
nice. Yeah. That's like that RoboCop one that I got.
Yeah. I would think this one would come with a poster though or something
At
like that
least,
RoboCop
yeah.
pack. Um
But it seems like a decent release. I mean, it's all 4 movies, so you figure $20 per movie.
yeah.
That's about right, you know? And then with all the extra features, The Toxic Avenger Part 2 is oh, there it is. Okay, I see it.
And they're all director's cuts, so
Yeah.
I'm
So
guessing
you're
that
seeing you're seeing something maybe you haven't seen before.
right. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm into that. I may actually get that. Except I gotta get the TV first. Um,
What was the Goonies guy's name again?
Sloth.
Sloth. Yeah, I'm gonna think of
He
that every time
was,
I see that now.
he actually looked like that.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
the eyes and everything. Oh, what, you mean in real life?
yeah,
No way.
no, he didn't.
I was gonna say.
He was like, let's hire this mentally handicapped, deformed man to be in the Goonies.
Let's see. And you had mentioned Swamp Thing. I don't think I've
S-
seen this one.
You never seen Swamp Thing? That was
Uh,
one of my favorite. Like, it was early days of comic book movies, so that's part of it. But it was like alongside the first Batman with Michael Keaton, one of the first superhero movies I saw, and he has a horrible, and it's Wes Craven, um, but he has a horrible origin where he's like ambushed or something, and he's in a swamp, and they dump chemical waste onto him, and he becomes this mossy giant man.
oh wow,
Um,
it's director Wes Craven,
yeah, it's Wes Craven. Um,
and he wrote it too. All
yeah,
right,
based on a
let's.
comic on a trashy comic book from the 70s. Very much monster, exactly what that cover is. Monster carrying a half naked lady uh, somewhere.
Science transformed him into a monster. Love changed him even
Yeah,
more.
that's a big thing. That was one of my first experiences of movie boobs.
Movie boobs?
Yeah,
Were they like prosthetics or what? Or
no, she
just
just took off her
oh,
top.
Oh, it's interesting. It says here that the DC comic book legend lives.
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't.
Swamp Thing is a really interesting character. He's always just like meditating in a swamp, but he's been in Batman. He's teamed up with Superman, and he's got like telekinetic swamp powers, so he can control like forest, like forestation, which
Hmm.
makes him incredibly powerful. I don't think the movie necessarily touches on that, but he's more. This is more of a monster movie, like kind of like a Frankenstein,
That's the impression I get from it.
like a lonely monster man. Interesting movie. I'm glad it's getting a restoration.
I was gonna say this one. It's a 16-bit scan of the original camera negative, 4K restoration. It says of both the U.S. theatrical PG version and unrated international version of the film.
Oh wow, that's probably pretty violent.
And
Because yeah,
this one's
go ahead.
Dolby Vision and HDR, and then yeah, this one's
The
interesting. It's
audio.
DTS HD Master 2.0 mono.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, it's an old film, and I guess it's a budget film too. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. This was like Wes Craven post Freddy, um,
Oh, it comes with
and
a little mini poster
oh, nice,
of the cover art too. That's neat.
and that's a good cover.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, that one seems good. I think
And
I may
when
get
I
that
think
one.
when you think about it too, like the 4K restoration too on it is like people may have, if it was ever released in the theater,
Hmm.
which if it was the 80s, I mean that's maybe around 40 years ago,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like people will have not have seen this movie like that until
right.
now, again.
I think it's
So
well worth the cost.
34.99, and this is and you can even go lower than this with pre-orders. They usually start them real high, uh, and yeah, Amazon's really good too about giving you like the lowest price and everything.
Yeah, no, that's
Um,
good. Um,
and this one's
yeah,
August 8th.
okay, I'm into that. We got two nasties. Um,
Let's see what else we
two
got here.
two unhygienic movies so far.
And Adrian Barbaro or Barbeau.
She
Who
was
is that?
she's known for being like a glamour like model back in the 70s and 80s. Like
Was she in
kind of
anything? She's not the girl from Happy Days, is she?
no. You're
No.
thinking
Okay.
of I know who you're thinking of. But yeah, no, not that one.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
that cute girl.
uh-huh. The little
Um
sister.
yeah. No, it wasn't her.
Oh,
I
okay.
wish it was.
Let's see.
Last The Last Blood? What is that?
So this is interesting. This is like from like a Hong Kong cinema,
Hmm.
and this is Hard Boiled 2, also known
That's a
as The Last Blood.
I want that poster.
That looks pretty cool. Yeah,
Looks awesome.
like Yakuza.
Especially the little red vest man at the bottom screaming.
Guns.
Yeah. Oh man, that's violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good poster.
I'm not sure when this one was made, but I'm a fan of Hard Boiled, the original. I haven't seen this
Hmm.
one. Um, and the original was directed by John Woo.
Oh, I see. Okay. I think I've heard of it. I haven't seen a lot of
Um,
John Woo movies. I'm gonna try to upgrade Zoom while we're talking.
oh,
Because it's
okay.
telling me we only have 10 minutes left.
Oh no.
Um, let's see. User management.
But this one I thought was interesting, and um, director Wong Jin. I'm not familiar with him either, but it looks like this is actually a new movie as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, it says it's a full tilt tribute to the heroic bloodshed of John Woo, Hardboiled, a pioneering mix of Buddhists and bullets from your pals at 88 Films.
Buddhists and bullets. That's great. Um, that sounds fun.
That is, and that comes out, yeah, July 25th.
Okay.
So I'll probably end up checking this one out at some point. Let's see.
Yeah, anything that's following, John Woo.
Yeah, the
um,
OG for, I mean, the inspiration for The Matrix,
for everything.
Max
So
Payne,
many.
video
Max
games.
Payne. Yeah.
Um, yeah, let's see. You know what? Kind of along those same kind of threads of action and
Yeah.
um,
Oh, William Friedkin. He directed The Exorcist.
no way.
Yeah.
Have you seen this movie, To Live and Die in LA?
Mm-mm.
It's worth a watch. I think it's a great title, but I love the
The
title actually. I think it's
the
great.
cover itself is great.
Um, yeah, dude, the artwork, even the previous artwork for this movie is just, yeah, I love it. But yeah, it follows a cop in LA who who wants to take down this crazy Willem Dafoe criminal who's just
Oh,
like taking
nice. Willem Dafoe. Okay.
Willem Dafoe's like taking out cops, he's killing innocent people and
He's
just
on a
having,
murder spree.
yeah, and he's like super smart and um and they just can't they can't they can't ever catch this guy. And so um okay, it says here, oh, he's a federal agent, that's right. So he goes undercover and he's just William Peterson. Um man, dude, he just gets basically just so covered in that underground criminal life that um and that's kind of what it's about, how kind of like in order to take down Willem Dafoe, he had to basically break the law
Get
and become
dirty.
a criminal himself, you know. And it shows that transition and that struggle and kind of and the consequence of that.
Interesting.
Um, and it's what it reminds me of. It it reminded me of that movie. I believe it's called um, No Place for Old Men or
Oh yeah. No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men. Yes, it's that kind of dynamic, except William Peterson does go over the edge.
Mm,
But Willem Dafoe is just like that villain in that movie, where he's like the embodiment of evil.
nice. Never took out a Willem Dafoe.
And he's real young, dude. It's so weird to see him so young.
He
um,
doesn't have he doesn't have all those wrinkles.
and he's just so ripped and everything. Like he's just unfocused, and he's still so good. It's
Yeah.
It says a federal agent is dead, a killer is loose, and the city of angels is about to explode.
Oh man. So it's like a revenge flick kind of.
There is a little bit of that, yeah, because his partner does get killed. Yeah,
I see. Okay. That sounds good. It sounds like a classic 80s revenge.
it is. It served as an inspiration too for uh, Pulp Fiction director.
Oh, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, yeah. Um, in one of his interviews, he cited this movie as one of his big influences.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never
Um,
heard of it before. That sounds good.
24.52, $125. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Especially like what kind of features does it have?
Let's
Brand new
see.
HD master, audio commentary, interview with actor William Peterson, interview with actress Deborah Fewer, interview with actor Twyla Brown. Oh, that's good. Deleted scene and alternate ending with introductions.
That's cool. And this one comes out July 18th.
Oh, just a couple weeks. What's we got here? Hackers.
I saw that this one has a
Yeah.
steelbook too. This is from Shout.
Oh wow.
That's pretty
Okay.
neat.
Yeah. Good. One of Angelina Jolie's first like big roles. I remember seeing it on video when I was a kid from Blockbuster. Um, I think isn't it isn't it what's his what's his name? Picard?
Um,
Patrick Stewart. I think he's the villain, isn't he? You might think of another hacker movie.
um, yeah, I think I get this one confused with another hacker movie too. Because I don't think Patrick Stewart's in this one.
It's still a good movie. It's a highly stylized internet fantasy. Kind of like we were just breaching the internet, and people got all these crazy ideas about what you could do on it. And yeah, this was one of those. Yeah, it's not Patrick Stewart.
You know, and
Oh, Fisher Stevens. Yeah.
I think she does come out in another hacker movie
Like kind
too.
of right.
I want to say she
I'm
does.
confusing. I'm confusing this with something else.
Okay, so this is the one with what's his name from Scream.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? I can't remember his name right now.
I'm surprised
Uh,
his name isn't on the cover art.
yeah. Was he blacklisted or something? Um,
Not that I
Matthew
know of.
Lillard.
Matthew Lillard, yeah. I just want to see if she's in.
She,
I'm not even familiar with that one.
that was an HBO movie.
Yeah, this one is. I mean, I'm not aware of it being a great movie, but on here it has like almost 5 stars on Amazon.
Hmm.
Um, so it makes me curious, and
I
let's
guess we
see.
can hack it up to nostalgia.
Well, cool. So I found
What do you,
the Hackers 4K on the Shout website, Shout Factory website.
Oh, okay.
And this one's comes with a 18 by 24 poster
Nice.
featuring the original theatrical artwork if you order from the website. And then this one actually does have some information as far as like it is a 4K scan of the original camera negative, which is cool. But other than that, yeah, I mean, it doesn't have anything else. I'm surprised because it'll usually like Shout's really good about getting new interviews, for instance. And maybe this is a new feature here. It says the Keyboard Cowboys a look back at Hackers with interviews from the
Oh
director and
wow.
cast members. So that might be new,
That
actually.
it also may be the same thing.
Right. It might be, yeah. From like,
Like maybe they're just putting it all together in a paragraph. But I don't know. It could be two different things. Um,
yeah.
and this is Johnny Lee Miller coming off of Trainspotting, just about.
And then I found the steelbook on Best Buy. I think
Oh wow,
this,
that one's even better.
yeah, it's pretty retro and neat.
Yeah,
That 90s
I like that.
Windows screen.
Yeah,
Hack the planet. And it's funny because like, you know, computers and stuff have, especially with gaming, has come back into like popularity among kids. And it's kind of
yeah. They made
just,
like this retro kind of take on it.
oh look, they got the rollerblades
Oh God, I forgot
going
about
there.
that.
I have rollerblades. I was part of that. Um, I enjoyed it, and I still do. What does this shirt say? It says, "The Martian are coming to save the Earth. The Martians are coming to save the Earth."
It's like a
uh,
little counterculture thing.
and then he's got the chain
Oh, he's
hanging
got
out.
the chain.
I remember that was a big thing.
Yeah.
Cool. $32.99 for the steelbook, not bad. And it may go down by the time it releases. And then 35
That's
for
fun.
the
For the
collectors
yeah, with the poster.
with the poster. Yeah. August 22nd, that one comes out. Let's see.
Well, this one is now.
Well, the Blu-ray is, but the 4K comes out
Oh,
on
the
the
4K.
22nd.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I see.
of August. Yeah. Let's see. Now, this is one of my favorite movies, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This one's a steelbook.
Nice.
Finally coming to 4K. I've been waiting for this one, man. So the thing about Blu-rays, if people don't know, or even DVDs, what ends up happening often is that skin tones often come out red. And
Oh, I
so
see. Okay.
in a 4K remaster, you'll see more natural skin tone. You'll see more color in their faces and things like that. And so it's nice. I mean, for me, it's cool. Like I think about it. It's like, and it's the way it's closer to how you would see it in the theater when it came
In a
out.
theater, yeah.
Um, let's
What is
see.
this? What kind of extras?
Yeah, what's it say here? This is from
Excuse me.
Paramount, so this one could be hit or miss. They're not. They're known for screwing up their 4K releases, like with Star Trek, trains, cars, train. What is it?
Yeah.
Trains, planes, and
Planes,
automobiles.
trains, yeah,
Planes, trains, and automobiles. There you go.
cars and trains.
Yeah.
Um,
Um. Yeah. They. Let's see. I think the original is over here. Here it is. Maybe this one has some more information. No, it doesn't have anything here either. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I would hope it comes with some bonus features
something,
and
yeah. Well, I think the director's passed.
yeah, it's John Hughes.
John Hughes, yeah.
Let's see, maybe this is it
I
right
think
here, the original or the
we could
normal
at least
box
have
art.
some cast reviews or something.
Oh, here we go. We can look at the back here. Let's see what it says.
The cast, making of.
Yeah, these might be
Dated.
dated. Yeah, I think they
Maybe
are.
from when DVD first came out.
Oh, Ben Stein. I haven't seen anything from him in a while. He's the one who's Bueller.
Yeah,
Bueller.
Bueller.
So this one, I already pre-ordered this one.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
this is $24.99 right now. It's not bad, not bad at all.
Yeah, it's got some good features, and for the quality.
Yeah, you know, yeah. Hopefully Paramount does it justice, and um, I'm taking a chance. But this is one of my top movies, so I want it day one, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's August 1st this year. So a lot in August too, so far. Um, most of the stuff we've been looking at since coming out in August. Yeah, I got some other stuff here. You see anything you want to talk about?
Let's see. Let's look at Ghoulies.
It's like a green
Little green demon.
deformed baby. Yeah, little demon baby. They'll get you in the end.
That's funny. Um, yeah, I have vague memories of this movie. I mean, it's like a cheap like Gremlins kind of knockoff.
Luca Bercovici. That's a director I'm not familiar with.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah. So you have seen this one though.
Yeah, it's silly, and they're little rubber puppets. So these kinds of movies I'm interested to see in high definition.
I was gonna say,
Like,
yeah, this
how
one.
much worse can the effects look?
If they do them well, like so. So actually, here's a good example. And they had to redo these movies multiple times because of just the horrible job they did.
Hmm.
Which is Back to the Future, the whole trilogy. There was like multiple releases of it because Blu-ray releases. I remember at first because the visual effects look so horrible. In
Oh
like the
wow! So they had to go
initial,
back into like the master.
yeah, and they had to redo. the movies, and so like you'll see if you ever search and like for a box set of Back to the Future and Blu-ray, you'll see
Hmm.
like in the comments like this is the bad set, or um, or this is the good set. This is where they corrected everything. Um, and then in the 4K edition, they did it even better, and it looks great. But anyways, so if they and I think because who's this from? I think this is from MBD.
Okay.
Uh, they're I'm surprised they're doing 4K releases now because they're more of a budget, um,
Low
film.
budget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very low budget, uh, like film
So
producer and everything.
this may be a cautious recommendation.
Yeah, I mean, well, I will say like I've seen some of their Blu-rays because we even did a review on one, which is uh, what was it called again, Mike? The one with the it was like the Blade Runner vibes.
Oh God, I honestly don't remember.
I forgot the
Um,
name, but it was
I
remember
know what you're talking about.
it was like the name's at the tip of my tongue. Um, but it had a lot of potential and it was a decent movie. And anyways, the Blu-ray did come out really well. They did a good job with
Oh,
that.
okay.
So
There's
uh
some hope yet.
yeah, there is. And this one comes with a little mini poster of the cover art too, which is nice.
Nice. Yeah, I want that poster. Um, it's a little ghouly.
What's this one here? It's another. Ghoulies. Trying to see if there's any oh, here's the VHS.
Classic VHS with the side ripped and everything. Um, yeah, it's a very silly movie. You, I mean, it's not good.
Oh, okay. It's not you wouldn't even
It's just it's like a this is pure nostalgia.
gotcha. Okay. That's good to know. The toilet.
But it's a fun movie. It's not good, but it's a little mini monster movie.
The, it's not the changelings, is
Yeah.
I'll remember the name here.
Um, I cannot think of it.
Let's see what else.
I don't World War Z.
Yeah, I'm surprised this one wasn't already in 4K.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
But I'm guessing it just didn't do that well in the box office.
It didn't. And then it suffered from not when I was working at a bookstore and the book came out, it was a big deal. But it was told similarly, like the movie tells the story similarly to the book, where it's in the book, it's like a journalist going through all these events and he's kind of documenting everything. The movie is like Brad Pitt going through all these events, just thing by thing, and as he goes is doomed. Um,
Mm,
but it's not a bad movie. It's a very different zombie movie, especially given the nature of the zombies, being kind of crawling, jumping skeletons. I think you remember that from the trailer when they're all like kind of
just
kind of hanging from the helicopter.
compiling on each other.
Yeah.
to reach the helicopter.
Right.
Yeah, that was pretty epic.
So it's not a
To
bad
see that.
movie. I mean, it is not a
It's like
great story.
it's an action uh
It's an action zombie movie.
zombie movie, yeah. Um,
This was right when zombies were like hot.
I could see this like when I think about it, like and I'm thinking about it now. I think of it as a video game. Like it just
Oh yeah,
sounds in my
it's
mind as
very
as a video
it's
game.
very like like there's chapters that you go through in the movie. Like suddenly he's here, suddenly he's in Israel, suddenly he's in different. It's a globe-trotting zombie movie, and he seems to bring with him the worst kind of luck.
So this one has the theatrical cut, has Dolby Vision and HDR10 uh, for the just more clarity and depth of color and things like that.
Hmm.
Um, and then Master
There's some
5.1 audio, which is good. It's really good too.
there's just some interesting featurettes.
Oh, and it has an extended unrated cut on disc 3 on the
Oh,
Blu-ray.
nice. That
So
should be at the forefront.
that's pretty good. I didn't realize there was like 3 versions here of this movie,
Oh
like in
wow.
general.
Okay. Yeah. Um,
Um,
yeah, it's not a bad movie. I definitely think the features outweigh the movie in this case.
and this one's a July release, 25th.
Okay.
$30 right now. I bet you this will go down probably like to at least $5 more by the time it releases. Um, let's
What else we
see.
got?
Running a little short on time, but we can maybe touch on some of these other ones here. There was one actually I did want to make sure to touch on, because I like the movie. Let's see, where is it? Let's see. The Truman Show.
Oh wow. Okay.
25th anniversary.
Jesus Christ. How old is Jim Carrey? Um,
Yeah, this one's a really good price too. It's only $19.99 and it comes out July 6th. Yeah,
that's a good movie.
I enjoy the movie a lot. I don't know what it is about Jim Carrey sometimes, and this is one of his more dramatic.
When he
Uh,
plays, yeah, when he plays dramatic, you kind of pay attention.
and he still can retain like how he's unknowingly funny.
Yeah, he's still goofy.
um,
Um, but he plays the
it's a
how do
Paramount
you say
release
it?
too. He plays like
He plays like earnest kind of character very well. And in this case, like it is very tragic.
so if anyone hasn't seen it, a basic premise is Jim Carrey, as his name's Truman. Um, he was born and raised in a simulated world. Um, Everything from his neighborhood to his parents to his wife his job, everything is a concealed world, and everyone's been watching it in the real world on TV. And so he doesn't. There's one woman that he, they lock eyes, they fall. It's kind of a love at first sight, and she tries to help him realize that, hey, this isn't the real world, and your life is a show,
Yeah, because everyone else is a paid actor.
And so this is him basically coming to that realization, and um, and yeah, it's very interesting. It's kind of it's a bit of a coming of age, even though he's a grown man already.
Yeah,
But there are interesting, there are funny moments too. I think there are times where he's like, why have I never been like outside of this town, for instance?
yeah,
Like,
and everyone's bullshitting him.
and why does someone always like appear and stop him and from going to
Yeah, it's when
certain
you watch the
places?
movie, it's very frustrating. Um, not in a negative way, but you kind of feel for him. Like he's trying to grow outside of his boundaries, and people are trying to keep him down. And that's ultimately what it's about, is getting outside of your comfort zone. And it's a really, I think that's maybe Jim Carrey's best movie.
I was gonna say
If
Cable Guy is up there too.
Ooh, that's a good, yeah.
I want to see that one in 4K too. Actually, by the way, I think that one needs to come to 4K. But yeah, man.
Which also has Matthew Broderick.
This one has Matthew Broderick too.
No, the Cable Guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. And Laura Linney. Laura Linney is in this one. I forget who that is.
Yeah, she's in Kinsey. She's in The Squid and the Whale. She's in a lot of stuff. She's like not a gorgeous big name actress, but you recognize her in things.
So hopefully this is a good Paramount release too. I pre-ordered. Oh yeah, I think I already said I pre-ordered this one. But this one comes out July 4th, so next week.
Yeah, Tuesday.
All right. Here's some others that don't have dates. The Titanic is coming out in 4K this year. Set to
But this
release.
year,
Yeah,
it even says artwork placeholder.
yeah.
Um, I don't know how to feel about Titanic. I feel like it's not a good movie. It's
the,
epic, but it's not convincing. Like when they start saving people on the ship, I'm like, give me a break. Give me a break. Like you guys aren't heroes. You're just some rich brat and some, homeless guy.
yeah, it's just a
It's not
yeah,
believable.
exactly. Yeah, no, it's but then though I will say at least it's at the end where you're so invested in these characters that
Yeah, you don't think
it's more
about it so much.
convincing. Exactly. You
Yeah.
don't think about it. You just you want them to live, and then you get these hero moments, like you said, that just reinforces that. um but yeah, and there's even the historical like inaccuracy about it that I've heard.
There's a lot, and it's kind of a shame that James Cameron took so many liberties with this. But I guess if somebody were to take liberties with this material, it should be James Cameron.
Yeah, there's so much cool
Kind of
things
knows. The miniatures, the CGI combined with the miniatures,
And even the
the
large
stunts.
sets,
Yeah, they rebuilt it, right? Didn't they
they
build like a
didn't
full scale?
they were going to, but they actually did like of pieces of it. I think they did do like large scale at least, but they didn't rebuild the whole thing. Because he was saying if they rebuild the whole thing, they only get to sink it once. So he opted not to do that.
That's fair.
And then just all the technology that, which is really neat, that came out
It
of
was it was very innovative.
for
James Cameron is
for
a
ocean biography and for film,
yeah,
which is really awesome,
because like really James Cameron kind of put himself in the movie as Bill Paxton, the oceanographer guy
That's
that's like
right. Yeah.
piloting the submarine. Um, and weird we should be talking about this after that whole fiasco.
Yeah. Yeah.
With everyone not exploding but imploding. You know they found um they
That
found
just sounds funny. Sorry. Yeah.
they found human remains and they're gonna bring them to America to identify them.
Wow. I mean, I think that's basic
They may have
procedure
found
to.
like a couple of fingers. Like
Wow. I didn't know that.
these people are like blood dust. Like they just were obliterated. What a
Right.
nightmare. I'm sorry to go there,
Yes.
but
Definitely a nightmare. And and very much and it's very much like even James Cameron said himself, a similar, I mean,
a
a
similar
similar
fate.
story and fate
Yeah.
as the Titanic, with the captain being, ignorant of or ignoring all the warnings, and
Yeah,
you
and
know,
the CEO was on there and
the
was just like,
telegraph was
let's
in
go
the
on an adventure.
apparently the telegraph of like icebergs, and the thread
Oh
of that was
yeah.
in his actual pocket, the captain's pocket, and he went full steam ahead, like into the iceberg field.
Well, at like $5 million, you want to go all the way.
But I think he should have just. I think they were just saying for him to slow down. I think that would have
Oh, was he descending
allowed
too
him.
fast or something?
Yeah, he was. They wanted to reach it at a certain time, their destination,
Hmm.
and and determined. I mean, he thought he could. He thought they would make it through that. But if he had slowed down, it would have given him time to actually, uh, maneuver
Yeah.
through it, as opposed to crashing and sinking the ship.
I mean, they don't
So
even, there's not even, like, the wreckage is pieces.
yeah, oh
That's
yeah,
insane.
yeah, and then it's crazy. Like they have it all like mapped out and like 3D simulated how it went down and everything. They have it down to like a T. Um,
Nice.
and
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's just like last week's news, but
oh yeah,
it's
no,
it's still such a tragedy. Like,
it really is. Yeah.
I know, I know it's a bunch of rich people who had too much money, but it's nobody should die like that.
No, yeah, it's the same. Like it's still innocent life. It's still we can't just we're not people to judge and how someone,
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I
it's not
mean?
our place to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not. And it's crazy that social media would even, well, that's where it would happen. It would happen in
yeah.
social media to focus on that. And it's like, I mean, you could, yeah, But yeah, man, it's I'm conflicted too because Titanic is I do see what is really good about it, and on an emotional level as well. Like it's just packed, like, and um, this is a good one, to like watch with a date. Like this is a good movie. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I saw it. I saw it when I was like, this was 96, so I was like 9. And I saw it in the theater with my parents. There was an intermission. They used to do that with very
Yeah, I
long
remember
movies, but
that.
now everything is 3 hours now. So they did away with that to increase the amount of showing that they could have. Um, but yeah, I remember seeing it in the theater, and I was heartbroken at the end as a kid.
Right,
I was like,
right.
what a sad movie. But now I look at it and I'm like, what a jackass. There's room in
Jack
that
the
door.
Jackass.
Yeah, there's room in that door for two.
There
Just
is. Yeah.
evenly distribute your weight. You guys might have some like frostbitten toes, but you'll live.
Right. Yeah. And
But
then
yeah, this may be the last one.
the
The
old
old
lady like
lady, like,
shaking
Jesus Christ.
at the end. She's like, "Goodbye, Jack," and she throws the
Such bullshit.
what is it? The jewel of the sea, or
The heart of the ocean.
the heart of the ocean. Yeah, that
Such
was like
bullshit.
the alternate ending to that is so horrible. By the way, I saw it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm glad they didn't do that. That was bad. Uh, it has her like dangling it in front of the oceanographers,
Hmm.
the researchers, and he's like, just let me hold it, let me hold it, and she's like staring at him holding it over the boat. And I'm like, oh
That's
my god,
awful.
it was like so bad. I was like, oh man, that would have
Why
ruined the
make
whole
her?
movie. It
She
was that
became an
bad.
antagonist.
Yeah, yeah, it's just exactly the evil, like crazy
Yeah,
old
she's
lady.
like horrible tease at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. This thing is telling me I got like 8 minutes,
Oh, okay.
even though I
Well,
already paid for it.
I think some honorable mentions. True Lies is coming out on 4K this year. Another, I think that's James
Um,
Cameron. Yeah,
yeah, that's James Cameron.
fun movie there. And then The Abyss. I,
The Abyss,
I,
another James Cameron, lovely movie.
I need to see that one, so I'm probably
I
gonna
have I have
check
good
that one
memories
out.
of it.
And then yeah, there's a bunch of releases this year. I was um, there's even a bunch that we
A
didn't get to go
nice
through.
a nice variety.
Yeah,
We
Nightmare
had some
Before
good.
Christmas, Enter the Dragon. It's coming out in
What is that?
4K.
Enter the Dragon. Yeah. Um,
Um,
I've never seen Roman Holiday.
I've never seen Roman Holiday either. Uh, let's
But
see.
no, all solid movies. I mean,
Staying
War of
Alive.
the is it War of the Worlds?
Yeah, the 53
Oh, nice. That
version.
is a really good looking movie.
I didn't know it was
The
in
colors
color.
the colors are so dynamic when you see it. Like there's greens and like when people get vaporized. Yeah, it's a dated special effect, but it still looks really good.
And this one comes out next month, July 25th, from
That's a good
Paramount.
movie. Um,
That's
I
cool.
have the
I
I
love
have
the
the
cover art.
DVD. I have the DVD of it, and it comes with the actual radio broadcast from
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Yeah. There
Oh,
it
this one
is. The
does as
Mercury
well.
Theater. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually pretty like it fooled people into thinking this was actually happening.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you know what? That's just like social media nowadays. You
That's
know,
true.
the stuff that, the little clips or AI generated stuff. And yeah. Um, oh, and then this one I was telling you about earlier, Day of the Last Dragon.
Oh, I love that movie.
All the power,
Leroy.
glamour, and excitement of Motown
You gotta
featured.
you have to watch this movie, dude. I will buy it for you.
I
This
think
movie, and then the girl is so attractive.
I did pre-order this one too, actually.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Uh,
you need this movie.
this one's set for September 19th. It's another September release.
It's hardcore 80s, but it that's a good movie, especially the end, which is inexplicable. Honestly, like it doesn't make any sense, but
Yeah, I'm looking
you
forward
know,
to it.
it's got its own little like everyone knows kung fu or karate or whatever the martial art is. Literally everyone. Um, yeah, it's a fantastic movie.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Mike, for doing this with me, man. I'm glad we
Yeah, man,
were able to make it
we
work.
should do this every once in a while.
And
We'll just do a
what this
recap of what's coming out.
that'd be fun. And this year is just like, wow. I feel like just like
That's
the theaters, man, like stuff is just rolling out this year like crazy.
yeah. Since COVID, I would
Right.
say
Like I'm sure
like
some of
things
this stuff
are
was held back because of
held back.
COVID.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it's pretty cool, and we got a lot of stuff coming out. I mean, not just here, but in theaters, which we'll get to in another one. But yeah, there's some solid movies coming out in 4K, and I gotta buy that TV.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for listening. If you like what you heard, hit that like button and do all that other stuff. You know how it is. But also leave us a comment. Let us know what you're looking forward to watching. And we'll catch you on the next podcast. Adios.